Thou hast pained well and ripened well, and fed thyself with bitterness and struck thyself towards blood, to bleed again and pain again and ripen to the inward arrow. I am thinking again about what I felt the Lord had said, pain causes a vortex. I suppose it speaks of some gravity, something like a small crack in the windshield of a car which grows. Incrementally it moves deeper, finding nearby things to pain by them, in effect making foreign pains alive as though they are true but they were never ours to own. And so at length we fill our whole mind with this monstrosity, to which we feel familiar with, and take familiarity as truth. The brain also calculates, falsely for that matter, that whatever we keep in memory, opinions of others about us, their dark wishes, even things from television, that these thoughts are perfectly passive inside us. But they are not passive. A thing in the mind incarnates into being. They will themselves alive, and we their slave. They do fester. On a nearby note, I saw a hairy man in a dream last night. I think it is one of those desert fathers, humans who remain, who are immortal, perhaps one that lives in those caves in Tibet, Mount Kailash, but I am just speculating. I had some understanding in the moment of the dream as he was helping me against some intruder with a gun. I was trying to put something in my mouth, but it was a thought that I was about to eat. I understood that humans eat certain thoughts, as strange as it may sound. Perhaps viewing this notion from its contrast will be more explanatory. Certain thoughts or ideas, such as our sense of exquisite value, or a sense of deep purity, these thoughts are held in our mind, held as if sequestered, sacred, even hidden, certainly kept, enjoyed with reverence but not indulged with some carnal or easy impulse. The one is not eaten, the other is eaten, it enters through the mouth of indifferent emotional gluttony, we stuff ourselves with some delights. We must learn to keep thoughts, not enjoy them as in a roaring feast of the mind. We are not our thoughts, we must stand some distance from our thoughts. Perhaps I was the gunman all along, and the bullet was eating my thoughts, thinking willfully every thought that passes by, drowning in a great feast. On a nearby and perhaps stranger note, I wonder about the notion of Tao. Teu. We find this notion most concretely in the book of Ezekiel, where a mark or a sign is placed on humans, and here understood synonymously, perhaps, with the Hebrew letter Tav. The letter Tav has a shape of a cross or a plus sign, the sign of the cross, as it were. It is found and explained in its various forms in Gnosticism, Kabbalah, even Masonry. Everyone is after the Tau, or the letter Tav. Catholic Franciscans, as I understood, wear the Tau cross as an adornment. I don't know too much about this letter, and my affinity is towards the idea of the cross of Christ, the notion of being sealed, and being sealed is a spiritual physics in the dimensions. Imagine its opposite, not being sealed as a being in the cosmos, because that would mean we are drifting in space with no defense. Being sealed is a good thing. I also like the notion as far as the Tao of some trading interface with reality, or natural reality, because things pass through layers of dimensions. So here Tao has to do with feet or toes. Notice the English letter in those words as though some leftover or derivative Tao. There is a Tao or Tav in the feet that links to our being. Tav can touch reality and change reality. Is that why everyone is after it? But I think only those who don't eat their thoughts can use the Tav.